Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Dixon. I'm here with another hot video for you. Yes, a hot video. So we more or less fall into this trap of thinking most women are against men, but this is another compilation to show you that there are women out there that actually support men and they don't hate men. So let's get into the video.
Dear feminists, would you please stop ruining our society?
Tell them.
Good men matter. Good men have a valuable and necessary role in any society, including ours. Good men provide safety and security for their families and their communities. They give their male children an example to model. And they provide their female children with standards that they're going to need as they mature and choose spouses of their own. They are excellent at problem solving and innovation. They are skilled, engineered, and physically endowed to build the infrastructures that we all depend on. They put themselves in harm's way to ensure the safety of our nation and our communities. I could go on. A society without good men, without strong men, cannot survive. And yes, there are men out there who are predators. But guess what? The best defense against a predator is a good, strong man.
Yep, you heard that first. You need good men to chase out the bad men.
But your constant male bashing has disincentivized good men from being good.
Yes!
This serves no one. It's gotten to the point that good men are afraid of opening a door for a woman, of standing up so that a woman can take a seat, or of doing anything nice that good men usually do. This literally is ruining society for the rest of us. Stop. If you feel the need to continue to male bash, if you feel the need to rile against men when they do kind and courteous things, why don't you just wear a pin or a t-shirt to let these men know who you are so that they know who we are. We appreciate good men.
It's become so bad in the US that even men are afraid of doing nice gestures towards ladies. It's not a good thing for ladies. If men get discouraged doing what they like doing that you benefit from, you'll be the ones not benefiting from it. So if a man enjoys protecting you and he protects you and gets accused of raping you, tell me whether the next man down the street will do the same. He will not. He will just run away. So I saw a video recently where a guy was harassing a lady on the New York subway station and nobody did anything, and there were guys around. They were just like, not my business, I don't want to get into trouble. So things like that can escalate if you continue like this. It's not a good thing, so please don't encourage it.
Stop ruining it for the rest of us.
I think it's kind of funny how a lot of pro-choice, pro-abortion people will kind of flatter themselves and say things like, "Don't you dare try to control my body. Keep your laws and your opinions away from my uterus." Like, Karen, let's make a couple things very clear. Nobody cares what you do with your body. Nobody wants control over your body, and nobody wants to be anywhere near your uterus, believe me. Truly, all we care about is a separate human being who has already been brought into existence, that you want control over, that you want to dismember and ultimately kill.
So don't go and be bringing vaccine discussion concerning abortion. They are two different things. There's a human being inside another human being. Except you don't think the person inside the other person is a human being. So that's the only way you can justify ending the life. So not the same thing. If you need protection, go get a gun. There's nothing bad in owning a gun. Protect yourself. Many people just focus on seeing men succeeded in different areas. They just find the statistics where men do well. You don't also consider the bad side. Men also are in the high side when it comes to bad statistics, when it comes to incarceration, accidents, dying, different kind of things. So don't go and be looking for equality in the things that are prosperous and forget that the reason why men get to those stages is because of they end up also getting to the high point of the bad side.
Navigating the relationship world for men is challenging. Here's why. With the feminism movement, we gave women a voice, which has now evolved into ever-expanding allowances on their behaviors, actions, and words. Men, however, have been left behind somewhat. And in many ways, it's been turned against them, with ever-increasing limits on what they can say and do. I'll give you some examples. When a woman opens up to a man about her struggles, he's expected to support her. When a man opens up, he's considered weak. When a woman punches a man, she feels it's somehow okay. When a man punches a woman, yeah, that's abuse. Obviously. When a woman tells a guy he needs to change his body, she considers it in his best interests. When a man does the same, that's body shaming. It's bullying. When a woman brings up women's issues, it's accepted and applauded. When a man brings up men's issues, he's a woman hater.
It's double standards. I understand it. I do not exactly have a side in this aspect because we are different and we should not be living life the same way. Men should share their emotions with other men. I don't believe men should share their emotions with women. Maybe your wife, but not everything, because you're supposed to protect your wife from some kind of emotions. So you keep some things to yourself and you share some things to your friends or to your mentor or to someone that is higher up than you.
3 words or less trigger an entire fan base. I'll go first.
There's 2 genders.
I was scared that the guy was the one that's going to be giving male-centric advice or male-supportive advice. You guys know what I'm talking about.
See, if basic biology invalidates you, biological sex is determined by XX and XY. And that's the only thing I care about. I've dedicated the last 4 years of my life to researching neurology. So for somebody to tell me that they feel like a woman, that makes them a woman, I'm a woman, and I cannot tell you what it feels like to be a woman because I've never been a man. So I don't know the difference. The way you feel is not a science. That's not fact. So if you can prove me wrong with research, with facts, go ahead, by all means. That's how science works. That's how we progress. But you guys literally use your feelings as facts, and that is not a source. Some of you guys are so spoiled and childish that you believe that other people have to validate you. I do not owe you anything. You do not owe me anything. I do not need to validate you. You have every right to call yourself whatever you want. You do not have the right to force those beliefs on me.
There was a guy who wanted to be like some K-pop star. What is his name? Jaeming or whatever. I don't know K-pop. He tried his best to look like a Korean. He said he feels like a Korean inside. He wants to be a Korean. Then the whole internet got mad, including people who are trans activists. They're like saying, you cannot become a Korean. Korea is a country. You cannot become Korea. And these same people will turn aside and look at you and tell you that a man can become a woman. Biology can be changed, but geography cannot be changed. People are crazy.
Again, I don't need to validate you. People like you love to cry oppression, ironically forcing everybody else to believe what you believe and not letting other people have an opinion or fact.
I want my trans white Christian girlfriend.
Clean, baby, clean.
What do you think?
Oh, now you know I ain't allowed to think.
Okay, women are only allowed to air their opinion if it aligns with the liberal mandate.
So Cosmopolitan put out magazine covers of 2 women who are noticeably overweight, titling it, "This is Healthy," when it's not. I don't mind them being on the cover at all. It's the message I don't agree with. You can feel good about yourself at whatever size you are, but feeling good about your body doesn't make you healthy. Now, size has no impact on your value as a person, but it certainly has an impact on your health, and these leftist magazines need to stop conflating the two. A lie repeated enough times will be believed and thereby repeated more. It's a vicious cycle. And the same people screaming, "Believe in science," about a multitude of things, but not this, because feelings take precedence over fact if it weakens the need for personal responsibility. Now, wellness isn't a one-size-fits-all, but it certainly isn't all sizes, and obesity is unhealthy, just like anorexia is unhealthy. We don't get to just redefine words because we feel like it. Now, we shouldn't shame people and their health, but instead encourage each other to a fit and healthy lifestyle, not a complacency and gluttony. Stop glorifying unhealthy lifestyles in order to stay woke.
Shaming is not a bad thing. The main thing is you show disapproval of some situation to help some people to improve. So when people say they don't like you being a particular way or they do not celebrate you being a particular way, does not mean they hate you, but they want something better for you. Sometimes the truth hurts. So the true friends are the ones that will hurt you sometimes because they care about you enough to be hated. The people you should be concerned about are the people who are not going to even bother themselves to put their necks on the line to be hated in order to help you. Anything that will make them not look like the bad person, they will do for you. Those people don't really like you. Heart disease is a very serious issue for people who are obese. If you continue in your lifestyle, you do more than enough work to move yourself. So a healthy person can move himself back and forth with little energy, but you will use times 2 or times 3 of that energy just to move yourself up and down. Your heart will be overworking, your body will be overworking, you'll just be having different diseases and different sicknesses. I'm not saying if you have put on some weight, you are obese. No, I'm saying if you are adding weight and continually adding weight, and you are telling people to accept you while you're adding weight, then you have an issue. You might die. Nobody should be celebrating you for that particular situation. You need to get to the gym, or you need to have your own home gym. Get to the floor, do some exercise, get up, get some dumbbells, and improve your life. It will help you.
I love all women. I'm a feminist. That's so cool. You must have been so excited about Amy Coney Barrett going into the Supreme Court. No. I thought you said you love all women. Not when they want to take away my rights. Which rights is she taking away from you? She wants to ban abortions. And killing a baby is a right because it's my body, my choice. Okay, so you're okay with me not wearing a mask. You racist, selfish piece of... My body, my choice. Remember? But by not wearing a mask, you're literally harming innocent lives. Oh my gosh, it's almost like that's exactly what you do with abortion.
Well, in the case of abortion, the child actually dies. In the case of wearing a mask, you are speculating with the fact that maybe I might infect someone. Since the beginning of time, since humanity has fallen, we've been spreading diseases. So we've learned to live with it. I cannot go out having a flu thinking, oh, I might infect another person with a flu. It's not possible. It's just like entering a car. I have a chance of killing someone, but I still enter the car. I still drive. I still put my seatbelt on. I still move on. So we don't conflate the two. In the case of pregnancy, a child will come to term and will be born healthy if you do not do anything. But if you actively go there to stop that child, you are actually killing somebody. I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible, okay? Yep, don't use abortion as birth control. If you don't want children, don't have sex. And if you want to really have sex and go against everybody, do it with protection. And if a child comes out of it, you've earned it. Raise that child. It's a human being.
I just don't think men should really have a say in the whole abortion discussion. Oh, that's really interesting. How come? They just realistically don't have to carry the same burden that women do when they're pregnant. Burden's a heavy word, but okay, you do have to agree that they are exactly half of the reason that the woman is pregnant, as well as half of the DNA that was created at fertilization, right? Yeah, sure, but they're still not as responsible for carrying the pregnancy. Okay, well, with that point of view, let's say the woman does want to keep the baby and the father doesn't. Don't you think that just provides the perfect narrative for the father to leave because he's realistically not as responsible or doesn't have as much of a say anyways? Well, just provides the perfect scapegoat for men that don't want to take responsibility for the pregnancies of women. I guess, maybe. I feel like this is the root of the issue for the lack of fathers in America, because as soon as you give them the idea that they're not as responsible for a pregnancy or don't have as much say in the pregnancy, then they can leave and just not care about the whole rest of the life because they didn't have a say anyways.
Where's the lie? But at the same time, you can't say you want men to be there and you don't even consider them when you have the pregnancy and when you want to end the life of the child. It's very inconsiderate and it makes the man feel useless. Imagine me having a child with a woman and she decides without my permission to go and kill my child. My child! Kai!
7% of single mothers work more than 44 hours weekly. 24.5% of single fathers work more than 44 hours weekly. 7 compared to 24.5. 46.2% of single custodial mothers receive public assistance. 20.8% of single custodial fathers receive public assistance. 46 compared to 20. 40% of mothers reported that they had interfered with the father's visitation to punish their ex-spouse. They have literally, this kills me. Women literally try to punish their exes by withholding affections from their kids and visitation from their kids because they're that fucked up in the head that they think that punishing the dad doesn't hurt the child.
This is why I think government should not be involved in marriages or pregnancy or whatever. It's not the government issue. It's the church's issue. It's the family issue. It's the community issue. So get out of family and all these things. How can a woman just stop her husband or rather her spouse from seeing the child and punishing the man for that issue? And the child will grow up thinking their father hates them, their father has forsaken them. That's if the man even gets the chance to meet them when they are grown up and tell them that I actually tried. But there's not really much the man can say to convince the child that I actually tried if the child did not see the man. But this is what's causing it. And if this trend continues, men will not continue trying, and there will be a cycle of discord. Children will be hating their fathers, and fathers will not be able to do anything. So please be considerate when you have children out of wedlock or you separate your children from your husband. Please create that bond, create that union. It's not an easy thing for the children.
Women be like, you can't depend on no man. No sis, you can't depend on your man. Mine always comes through.
Maybe because you didn't prioritize it in your own life. Women, I keep telling young women, please do not put relationships on the back burner. Don't date men you cannot marry. Don't date men you cannot show to your family members. That will save you a lot of headache. But that's my compilation for today. There are women who still care about men. So, guys, if you're looking for a woman that cares about men, please continue searching. They are there. Don't give chance to women that hate men. If she's a feminist, run! This is Dixon signing out. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe. Help this channel. Help us, please. Help us. Help us. Bye-bye.